Hi there, welcome to River Tropics. My name is Susan, and today we're going to be talking about the storage and the harvesting of the bulbs and tuber roots of Oxalis, and that's a type of shamrock. So we'll get started. I have a couple of containers here that I have stored over the winter, and we're going to root through them and see what we can find. Okay, so here are the containers that I've stored over the winter. I've loosened this one up some. I'm just going to dump it out here on the counter and we're going to go through it. So, break it up. It's a little bit tough, and if you look in here, here we have a cluster of bulbs, and this is your Oxalis bulbs you're going to be harvesting and then replanting into the ground. So just so you can have a really good look at those, I'm bringing them up a little closer. And you'll find these all throughout your container. All I did with this container was I brought it, excuse me, I brought it in the fall. It was full of blooms. I cut it off. I cut it all off, and then I brought it in and set it in the closet and left it. So you're going to go through all of the, by spreading it out, you're going to find a lot of bulbs, as you can see. And one of the other things I wanted to show here is these very tiny little bulbs, okay? Now I'm not sure if you can see, but they're very, very small. Harvest those as well, because what you can do is take a pot and put several of them in it, and they will come along and produce a larger bulb by fall, and it'll give you a nice full container. So don't toss them away, keep them. Just put a few more in the pot. So this is just me. I'm going to be going through these here, and I just wanted to show you what the bulbs look like so that you'll be able to replant. Okay? So now we're going to move on to a different type of Oxalis, and that has a tuber root. Okay, so I got all that mess cleared off with the two-tone Oxalis, and now I'm going to bring in another container. This one had a solid color, a solid bloom. This was another one. I'm just going to dump it out here. And what I wanted to point out too, this here container that I'm using right here, this was just a basket. I found that it was low enough that I could sit it on the ground and the flowers would fill the entire basket, and it was really beautiful. So if you have an old basket, don't toss it out. Get yourself some Oxalis, plant it, and it'll look great. So I'm just going to set this off to the side, and we're going to bring in the soil area, and we're going to start breaking this up until we get down to the tuber roots. Okay, here we go over here. And here we have them. Now if you have a really good look, you'll see there's a lot of different ones coming out just off this one tuber root. You will be able to break this up and into several pieces and put them in a pot, and that'll give you a brand new pot of Oxalis. You're going to go through all of the soil looking carefully, and here's another one here. You'll see a cluster. Again, you break it up, plant it in your pots. So this is something I'm going to be doing. When you go to plant these, you don't have to plant them overly deep. Sometimes you'll come out and it'll just be a long tuber like this. And you can actually break this tuber in two, and that would give you two plants, okay? So go through your pots. Again, this one I just brought it in the fall, cut off all the foliage, the plants that had it there, and then I set it in the closet, and this is the first time I brought it out. Although if you give me a moment, I'll get a pot and I'll show you roughly how deep to plant that, okay? So just one moment. Okay, so I filled it up level with the top, okay? And what I'm going to do is just take one of these clusters that we have right here. We don't need this much. So what I'm going to do is try to break this in half, like this. And then you get yourself a nice little cluster. I'm going to take and just remove some soil here. I'm going to put it in. I'm not sure if you can see. So we got it in there now. And all you're going to do is just cover the rest of it, cover it back over with the soil. filling the top to the very top. The oxalis, whether it be in bulb or tuber form, they do not have their roots out yet. So if you overwater, you're going to end up having rot. The bulb will rot or the tuber root will rot. So it's really important just to to wet it down, not soak it, but wet it down, wait a day, maybe 2, and then wet it down again. It won't take very long and it'll start to put its roots out. Okay, thanks very much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions and comments, just drop them down below. And you can also pop over to Facebook and follow me there at Susan River Tropics. So until next time, everybody have a great day. Thanks a lot.